welcome to Quackalope. Today we are bringing you the top 10
We're covering 10 flocking games. They just, where are they?
Yes.
Seriously?
We have been waiting for these for multiple years, and we want to know where they are.
Sometimes
and we want them to come now.
Sometimes they're on the way. Sometimes I've heard no updates from the publisher. Sometimes we've had promises that haven't been fulfilled. It doesn't change my love for it. It just means that I want your freaking game.
Yep.
And some of them are literally about to arrive, so it might be unfair to put them on this list, but they are late by a long time. And
we're so excited to get them in our hands.
I think it's still fair to just say, why is it going to 2023 and I don't have your game yet?
So we each have our own top 10 list. We haven't seen the other person's. And
we haven't at all.
Are we going 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
Mine are kind of jumbled. So
choose an order for me, 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
Oh, for sure 10 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah, your least all the way to your most. That tricks people into watching the channel. Just kidding, there's timestamps. They'll skip. They don't care.
Ready for number 10?
I am ready for number 10.
The Witcher. The Old World.
The Witcher. That has not showed up to anyone?
I have not seen it shown up to anybody online. I haven't really. We played it in prototype form. We covered it, and I don't know where it is hanging out.
Cool. I mean, I agree with you on this one. I honestly didn't put this on my list because I don't know if it has arrived or hasn't arrived. I know we don't have one.
BGG said it wasn't arrived yet.
Okay. I know we don't have one, so I think that's a totally fair one to have on here. The Witcher, the Old World. Why is this one on your list?
So I'm not one of those ones who got pulled in through the IP. I actually got pulled in more through the game mechanics, and then I got kind of interested into the IP after it. It's been a really long time, so bear with me. I haven't played this in forever. But it was a competitive game, kind of not so much, like a little bit of open world exploration, fighting monsters. That's mostly what I remember from it.
It looks like...
First batch is assembled. It looks like they're shipping soon. And
they're at least updating us.
Yes.
But it's not here yet. And that's a good question, Shira. Where is it?
I would like to see it.
Where is it? All right. My first one is going to be a little game called, I think this is going to be on your list, Scarface 1920.
That one's on my list too.
All right.
Good.
So scrolling here. This was supposed to arrive this year, I believe.
Yes, it was supposed to.
Now, the reason I want this is not, I'm not complaining about this one at all. I desperately want this one to show up.
But
let's see if they've given us any updates or anything like that. Shipping status and an amazing story. So you talk about this while I start digging in here.
Scarface 1920. You are playing one of 4 different asymmetric mobs in the Chicagoland area, and you are fighting for territory control and gun sales and drug sales. And you have all these mob bosses that you're going to be playing and taking actions with, and it's a little bit of area control on the board. It's also some resource management off the side. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was one that I thought was going to challenge my personal top 10 list as soon as we got it in. So we're going to dig in. What I discovered is that it is on a boat. As of December, it is on its way to the States.
Yay!
When is it coming in? It could still be months, but it's on its way. So it's targeted, and they're updating the community, which is good. I'm having fun actually checking to see if there's updates here as well. What's your next one?
Masters of the Universe, Clash of Eternia.
Oh, Masters of the Universe, Clash of Eternia. This is a CMON game.
This is a CMON game. They deliver, and they have just recently delivered their Zombicide Undead or Alive. And so I know they are working through their campaigns and delivering them. But this one is probably the one I'm most excited for. I might have some other CMON games on here. This is the oldest one, therefore it's the one I am anticipating the most. And we had the prototype back in 2021 in June, July time. Yeah. And so I want this.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, because we had it when we went down to Florida for that contract of yours in the hotel to film with it.
So it does look like they have mass production copies. Yeah. So with the stuff that's going direct to retail. So they are showcasing some stuff. Yeah. That's a really fair question. Where's Clash for Eternia? It's been a little while.
Yeah, it has. It's been a little while. That's why I was like, where is it?
Okay, fair enough. For me, my next one is Sorcerer Endbringer.
Not on my list.
Sorcerer. That's because it was around, Shira, when I was in Kentucky, when I was living during 2020.
Where is
2020.
it
I like Sorcerer a lot. This is a card-based game where you're pairing stuff together, you're throwing decks together, and then you're battling. And this had a lot of really epic big boss battles. But do we have any updates on like the status? What was the most recent? December 2020, files to the printer and available for review on TTS.
Okay. They're making progress. This was just this week in December 20th.
So they've updated before the end of the year, so it was just this week. Apologize for being so late. We were working hard to make it fantastic and beautiful. All right, they're letting us know. They're letting us know it's on the way. This is really delayed,
and you can take a look at the final prints.
At the actual final prints. Cool. I'm excited. I got to be honest.
Sorcerer's one you have not really shown to me.
Because I've been waiting on this to show up.
No, you have Sorcerer in our main collection.
I have the base one is in our main collection, but I've been excited for this one to show up. But it's been a long time. Where the flock is it?
My next one.
Yeah.
You want to guess something we've played very recently together that I fell head over heels with, and I keep asking you pretty much on a weekly basis when it's coming back.
Oh, when it's coming back.
Vampire the Masquerade chapters. And we had pretty much a final version come to us for us to showcase here on the channel and show you guys what it was. And for someone who really likes mechanics over story, this one pulled me in, and it might be my like teenage love of Twilight that kind of got rekindled. But Vampire the Masquerade chapters, those chapter books, and the way that you just hold it in your hand and you have that whole scenarios, all the dialogue that you'll need, and the fact that the dialogue is so nuanced and the interactions are what matter in this world is cool. I like the way that you level up your characters and you get experience in this game.
It's really good.
I want my final version of it.
Sure.
Where the fuck is this game?
This is one that Shira's gonna like make sure we finish together.
Oh yeah. I want to play. I like my characters.
So, Vampire the Masquerade chapters, what it's saying, they've done really good at communication, by the way. Long Pack Games is just now finishing the pre-packaging, which means they're going to be going through finalizing mistakes, and then shipping will start in a few days
to weeks.
And there's some Quackalope coverage.
We actually did a final review on the game because we played so much while it was here.
Oh, we played a ton of it.
So, that one I want back, selfishly.
Yeah. Can't wait. Let's see here. I need to start checking mine off so that I know which ones I've covered. I've done 2 so far, right? My next one is going to be a little game called, this is an indie publisher, Distilled.
Yes, that's on my list
Is it on your list as well?
Yes, Distilled.
Paverson Games, where's Distilled? What you doing, buddy? We're going to check in.
So they recently reached out to us via email.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It should be on its way.
Let's see. Come on, updates. Where are you?
Distilled is a game where you are making these different types of alcohol. You're making these vodkas, you're making like bourbons and whiskeys.
I am human. Why? Why do you not kiss Kickstarter? Stop it. You monster. It's one of the most accurate it's one of the most accurate games when it comes to like thematically fitting with the mechanics that you're playing.
You are following these recipes and creating these drinks by gathering the different ingredients. You have to collect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really close to getting here.
Manufacturer's complete. Let's load those boats.
And so I am super excited to get this one back.
You're gathering the ingredients. You're
gathering the water. You're gathering the you're gathering everything and putting them in barrels. And like there's like these really cool barrels that you put them into, and then the glasses that you finalize them in. Yeah. This one is. I can't wait for it to come back.
It's quite lovely. Play the advanced version of it though.
Yes, definitely.
Do that. All right.
Next one on here is also, I believe, an indie game, and it has a Western theme.
Oh.
Bantam West.
Yeah. You really liked this.
I really liked it. I didn't have as many opportunities to play as Jesse. But he introduced me to this, and we had a very tight time frame on that day that we were playing down in Nashville with the Ivy team, and so he's saying December 2022, which is...
No. I'm going to read this. You continue talking.
So Bantam West is one of the open world exploration games with a Western theme, which is all things that I don't usually like, but it is one that has been an exception to the list. I don't know what it was about it, but it might have been my character who had a real love of fire and burning things down. I liked the different animals that you were coming across. You were coming across these panthers and bears and trekking through the different terrains, and everyone had an asymmetric objective in the game. And I liked how it all compiled together and was just this hobgob open world exploration adventure with a Western theme.
The new estimated date of arrival is starting in late March 2023 and continuing into April and May. That is their updated timeline. What this update is saying, this is a really good thorough update, so Ike's doing it. It's an indie guy. It's him and one other person. They are going head over heels trying to make it as perfect as possible, which has always been the case with this game. Yeah. Highly ambitious. I'm curious to see if they overcommit. But no, it looks like he has a timeline. It's not too close to us yet, but it's working on it.
It's one I'm waiting on, and I really want to dive back into it.
Cool.
I'm excited for when it arrives.
I'd be okay waiting another year for it. Not that I'm not excited, but like I understand who it is that's working on this and how much passion they're putting into it.
Yeah, he really has that perfectionism on his end and wanting to make it as best as it can be.
Yeah. My next one is, let's see here. What's a old one for me? Yeah, let's go ahead.
I see some that are on my list.
Let's go ahead and do a little game called Seventh Citadel.
Oh, so it's not.
Citadel.
Is this? This is, I believe, in relation to Seventh Continent.
It is. Now, this one, because I didn't actually back it, could have arrived without me knowing, but I wanted to pick up a copy of it the moment I saw everyone start talking about it. So let's see here. December update, white sample. November update, Hope and Destiny. So yeah, so they are currently finalizing, it looks like their production. I wonder how far out it is though. Do they have a delivery timeline? It looks like they're just going through and they're updating the samples that they're getting. So we're still quite a bit of ways out. It seems like the game's complete.
Not on boats yet.
Seems like the game's complete, but it still needs to head our direction. I'm really excited about this.
I've never dived into this one.
It might give me another chance to play this puzzle game, exploration game with Shira.
Isn't
and
it solo?
The post-apocalyptic theme. No. It's best solo.
Okay.
But cooperatively, you can get a good experience out of it. And I don't like puzzles that much, and you love puzzles. So it might match up really well for us. Seventh Citadel. I understand that why it's taken so long to have it here, but it's been a long time. Like this launched in 2020 as well. It's been a bit.
The next one on mine is also a little indie game that did not succeed on Kickstarter the first time and came back. Tiwanaku. Do you remember Pachamama?
Yeah.
And this...
How do you spell that?
Tiwanaku.
Interesting. Pachamama, I liked the name better, but apparently people didn't because they didn't back it enough.
Yeah. So Tiwanaku was successful, and this game was oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the words, but you're trying to deduce a solution. You're solving a puzzle, but you're solving it in competition with everyone sitting around the table. There is this really interesting thing that tells you the right answer to what you are deducing a square to be on the table. And everybody is trying to figure out what every square is and get the most points and go up the tracks. And I like this one so much because as someone who plays most games on the weekends when I don't use technology, this one did not require any technology to kind of puzzle solve and figure out the answer to these things.
This is a really lovely game. What I'm seeing here in their shipment update from December 9th or December 8th, people are doing a good job at updating so far. They realized that there was a missing component in the games that shipped out. They are having to stop all shipments, and they are re-putting that component in, and now reshipping everything. So it actually might have been here before the holiday season was over. Yeah. But it's probably going to be a little bit longer delayed because they're going to run into the problems with the
I'm glad they caught it.
Shipping stuff. Yeah.
I'm just really excited to get it into hand. That's why it's on this list.
Stinks for them that they had that issue though. I hate that for them. My next one is going to be a little game called Horseless Carriage. Ooh. This is Splotter's next game.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
So I have it backed. I have it bought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what to click on to find out when it should be here. Mm-hmm. But I know it's on the way at some point.
Yeah.
I just don't know when. Like, I feel like I bought it.
You're a Splotter fan, and some of them are hits and some of them are misses.
December 22/January 2023. So we should be really close. So my thought process of, like, where is this game?
Someone has already remade the rulebook.
I know that.
For this game.
I do know that.
And that's how I know about this one.
Okay, so hopefully it's on the way. Really excited about another Splotter title, though.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next one?
My next one, well, you already stole Distilled from me, and I'm going to steal one from you now. A slight one versus many game called Beast.
That is definitely on my list. Where is Beast, Shira?
Oh, Beast
Where is
is
this
on
game?
its way.
Is
I
it?
backed it all in, and so I get all the updates, and it's coming. I can't wait. So this is a one versus many hidden movement game where I always play as the one. You are a beast, and you have a goal of taking down all these animals in the jungle that you're playing in. And every beast has a different feel and asymmetric powers and abilities and little minions that go on the board, and you are... And then it's everyone else, the many's job, to catch you on the board. And so that's the many. This was lovely.
Incredible artwork. This is going to be a game that people continue talking about once it actually shows up. And it's modular, too. So you not only have this one versus many scene, but you have different creatures, different environments, different levels you can play, like different world maps you can play. It's very cool. The update without bad news. It sounds like they've really had a struggle.
They've had a struggle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
They've been really good about the updates, though.
Oh, yeah. And those titles, though, are...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The community love, though. Look at the hundreds of engagements on each one of these updates. That's awesome.
I'm really happy the community is standing by them. They're updating, and I just can't wait for it to arrive.
So good. I am going to check that off my list. It's a little frustrating that you took that from me.
Excuse you.
But I'm going to swing over here to a little game called Mythwind. This feels like it's been a while.
No.
It feels like it's been a while.
Though.
Has it not been as long as it feels like it's been?
It was prototype in 2022, I believe.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a 20.
Year.
It was, but it was on the list of intending to arrive this season.
I don't know about that.
Let's see here. December update getting close. So partners,
they had another one.
Mythwind timeline, tray prototyping, rulebook. So it looks like they're moving forward. It looks like they're finalizing. I am very interested in seeing when this game arrives because it says
manufacturer finish date is 5/1.
5/1. Okay. So sometime next year.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, it is later than it claimed it would be on BGG. That being said, I'm very curious to see how the community reacts to Mythwind. It's a strange game, and I want to see what
you
people
don't have strong opinions about it.
I want to see what people, but I also want to play it myself. Yeah. I'm really excited to dive into the finished copy of it, because it's one of those games that just, I don't know how to feel about it. It's very weird. Okay.
The next one on my list has technically been delivered to some people this year, but I have not gotten my copy yet, and therefore it belongs on this list, and it is Endless Winter Paleo-American.
So, okay, let's be very clear.
Where the fuck is my game?
We did coverage for this.
Yes.
Loved it, and had been told we would just get it all in because we did coverage for it.
Yeah. So therefore we didn't back it, which means we didn't get it with the backers, and then sometimes there's snafus getting the final copy.
Delayed shipments. The publisher has said it's on its way to us. But Shira has literally asked me every week since other people started getting it.
Everyone else is posting online how much they're enjoying it, how much it's made it to their top 10 of this year. And I'm like, I can't put it on my top 10 because it hasn't arrived, so therefore it's on this top 10 of this year. And I want my copy. I really liked it.
It does look like possibly this was the November 30th. Yeah, most people should have this by now.
Most people have it by now, and so therefore they're probably not doing many more updates.
So let me just to clarify one more thing.
Yeah.
We now, games like this, like Endless Mind, their most recent one, because of situations like this with nearly every publisher, when it's a logistics issue of just trying to get a copy in because we want it for our permanent collection, we just back it.
Yeah, we back it and we get into the
pledge
manager.
And then if we get an extra copy in, we end up giving that away in the channel and sharing that with you all, the community. That's where we get a ton of the crazy stuff.
This is one of the ones that was like, okay, we need to just start backing them, which is why I back every CMON title that intrigues me now.
That is true. She does do that.
I spend all the monies.
Let's talk about one that I already know the answer to, but it's fair. Hoplomochus Victorum.
This one was almost going to make it to my list, except the fact that we just saw...
Where's this game? Well, they've had a terrible time with a production issue that caused a full
we just spoke to them at PAX U. We saw them there, and we got to demo it at Gen Con this year, and I have not played the original Hoplomochus, but Victorum.
It does say the stock landed with Quartermaster. They expect to start shipping the third week of December. So that means while we're filming this, theoretically stuff is beginning to go out, which is really great. I'm really excited about it though. And it was a weird staggered, hey everyone, we have it. sent out like 5 copies.
Yeah.
We didn't get one, but we were able to play it at Gen Con.
Yep.
You really loved it.
Yeah.
And then because of the production issue, it was just like ambient silence for the longest time.
Yeah, because Gen Con was back in August.
Yeah.
All right, that was Hoplo. You stole Scarface. I have one more that I'm going to be stealing from you.
Scarface your number 1?
No.
Or your number 2?
My number 2, yeah.
Okay.
I'm up to my number 1, and you know what my number 1 is.
Ooh.
It's your number 1, too.
Yeah.
Just go for it. Kingdom Death, the Gambler's Chest. Yeah. And as soon as this comes in, no matter where in the world we both are, we are taking a month off in solitude to play through the entire
Not
game.
in solitude. Literally here on camera. Let's see
Solitude
here.
from the world.
Pencils down December 20th. Yeah. January 3rd, final layouts. February 10th, delivery of assets, pre-printing production. We are hoping...
When you told me you got that notification, that it was complete... I was so excited. I was so flippin' excited.
Yeah. We are desperately hoping that this shows up sometime midsummer, if not late next year. And the moment it comes in, the moment we get a little bit of a head start, we will hopefully have coverage here. Now, I am also hoping to get pre-production elements from Adam Poots.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to convince him to do that. We might need to get the entire community here screaming for Quackalope to get access to it.
What's funny is because I also don't feel like I have a right to complain about this one because I only got into Kingdom Death of 2020, the end of 2021. It's still new to me, and so I haven't been waiting for it for the past 4 or 5 years.
Myself and all the other people that have been waiting for this for... Has it been 4 or 5 years, or has it been like 6 or 7 years?
I think it was 2017.
It's been an insane amount of time.
And so, while I'm complaining about it because I'm so enthusiastic about wanting it to arrive, everyone else has a bigger right to complain than me. Yeah. Any more on your list? That was my list.
I have 3 more, actually.
Okay.
Arydia.
Paths.
We dare tread.
Wow,
I spelled every word wrong, but Google still got me there.
Arydia.
I put this on my list because I don't know. It seems like such an ambitious game that I understand if it's not here, but I just wanted to check.
It was a 2021 prototype.
November update, poll results, map UI. So let's see here. It looks like they're still building the map. They're still developing stuff. Pledge Manager closes March 31st, 2023. Estimated delivery June 2023. Pending production. We might not see this till 2024.
Yeah.
There's a chance we're still a year out from this.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, though, because the degree to which they're being...
The open world exploration in this with the app integration was really cool. All of it.
Marvel Zombies is my next one, but I'm just asking, where the flock is my Marvel Zombies?
You have no right to ask where the fuck is your Marvel Zombies. It was just this year that it was prototyped.
You shut your mouth, Shira.
It was literally, I believe,
the reason
January
I'm asking,
of 2022.
No. There's 2 reasons I'm asking.
Why?
The first reason is because the retail version's already out.
Yeah.
Which does have different characters, but it's out. And the second reason is because I've seen people on Facebook saying that they are getting theirs in other countries.
Okay.
And so now I'm asking, where the flock is my Marvel Zombies?
Are they getting...
Come on, Kickstarter, of course I'm human.
Are they getting their final copies, or are they getting the one that's the retail copy?
Someone in another country, I believe, has a final copy of Marvel Zombies. And so...
I'm sure it's not a Simon person who's like...
I don't think so. I on my end, I wanted to check. I wanted to check where the flock is Marvel Zombies.
The containers arrived at the distribution hub and are being processed.
So sooner or later,
there we go.
We should have Marvel Zombies.
Brazil, it's delivered. Look, up. Brazil, 90% of the pledges have been delivered to backers.
But only 7 people bought it in Brazil, and they paid way too much in shipping. Like, cost of game as shipping, basically.
It is.
So Brazil deserves it, let's be honest.
No, now I'm even more upset about Clash for Eternia, because this was after Clash for Eternia. Clash for Eternia needs to arrive before this arrives. I'll be very, very mad.
That's not how it's going to work, Shira Chafin. You're going to get this first. Which you're also equally excited about.
I am, but I want Clash for Eternia, I think, more than I want Marvel Zombies.
Really?
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
The last thing that I want to check here is a little game called, well, not game, it is a game, I suppose. It is a custom set of playing cards. Did you ever see these?
These are your 1000?
These are the 1000 custom playing cards. I wear 1000 shirts in literally every video. He's one of my favorite content creators, one of my favorite artists.
I had the most gaudy one recently. Oh my gosh, I don't know how people watched
the orange baseball one.
Gone.
It was pretty great. So I have, these are cards that all like tell a story. They go together.
Cute.
I have full art prints of them coming.
You do.
I backed this all in.
I'm sure you did.
Because I thought it would be a good way to say hello to 1000, to film an unboxing of his thing. And I backed this back in 2022. Okay, I guess it was only a year. Either way.
Just did an update, December 20th, 2022. I promised.
So another update on December 20th. Basically what he's saying is they're currently putting things together and shipping things out. They've had some manufacturing problems, like deck's not coming perfect, and he wants to get it specifically perfect. The reason, though, this has been on my mind, because let me check. I remember specifically, estimated delivery December 2021. This is over.
When did you back it?
This is over a year old. Last update was 2022, but this launched in 2020 or 2021.
No, it lasted
and he'd given himself like 8 months to get it to us.
Gotcha.
And I knew he was biting off way more than he could chew.
He raised a whole bunch.
He raised a lot.
I don't know if he's dealt with Kickstarter as much as the games
I knew he was biting it off. And so a year and a half afterwards, I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm like,
where's my game? Hey, where are my cards?
I wanted to say hello to you, and now I'm going to have a much bigger channel than I would have at the time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. At the end of the day, all we're saying, we want our flocking games.
And we are so excited for our flocking games.
We want the flocking games. What games are you waiting to arrive?
Yeah.
We'd love to hear.
Thank you so much for being here. Whatever the case, whatever you do,
remember to do the important thing.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.